Hello everyone, Pixelem Gaming here. So today we're going to be reviewing The Sims 3 Ambitions. So there's actually a new town to play on in The Sims 3 Ambitions called Twinbrook, a town that I quite like, which contains most of the buildings for you to play 40% of this pack on, or you can just place them down in the town which you currently live. There is a new form of careers that your sim can play as called professions, which is basically jobs that you can play as your sim, with the difference between jobs and professions is that in professions you can control your sim when they do their jobs, and as for jobs, you just get a panel where you pick what your sim does. You also get a different career panel in professions where you progress by chatting with co-workers or working out or getting better at painting. The professions that you can do in the game is the private investigator, architectural designer, stylist, firefighter, ghost hunter, and some new activities that you can do in the medical career. The private investigator is much like the police career, but your sim is more out in the open, where you obtain cases at the police station, or you could do low-level police work, which is basically the police career, but you can work there for as long as your sim likes to. As for the cases, random sims hire you to dig up dirt about some people, and honestly, it's pretty fun. You can search through trash cans or mailboxes for evidence, or just threaten sims out of it. Searching for clues and hacking computers, I had a lot of fun with this profession, but I'm just confused as how this was an add-on to the police career. The next profession that your sim can do is the architectural designer, where sims hire you to customize their homes, which brings you into build/buy mode. And this is where other sims' livelihood is entirely in your hands, which can either be a good or bad thing. You can either completely ruin their house or make a nice looking art studio. Next profession is the stylist career, which is much like the architectural designer, but instead you can work in a building to customize other sims' appearances to their liking. And just like the architectural designer, you can either make them look good or completely ruin their appearance, making them hate you. And this is actually permanent, so if you're really dedicated, you can make all of your sims look like they walked through a paint factory. The next profession is firefighter career, where your sim fights fires. They can either be small fires that are easy to put out, or they could be really big fires, where you have to persuade sims to evacuate buildings and knock down doors, which is also pretty fun. Or you can just spend all day at the fire station eating microwave food. It's entirely up to you. Next profession you can do is Ghost Hunter, where something strange is in the neighborhood and you have to deal with it. It's just like the firefighter career, but you put on Ghostbusters cosplay and fight ghosts. All of these professions you can get awards by working. And finally, the new features that are in the medical career, where you can ring up sims to check on them and vaccinate sims. There are also new skills that you can pick up in ambitions, like the sculpting skill, where your sim starts with small stuff like chairs and tables to full-on sculptures of other sims in ice, which is pretty cool. The other skill is the inventing skill, where your sim invents and stuff happens. They can either invent small toys to play with to big inventions like a time machine or Simbot. The Simbots function just like normal Sims, only you don't have to worry about that hygiene need. And the time machine which is sadly just a rabbit hole, and you get a box on the top right telling you what happened. You also need to collect scrap for the inventing skill, which can either be done by either blowing up stuff like cars and just being a menace to society, being a full-on terrorist, or you can collect and mine scrap in the new scrapyard introduced to the game. There are also new items that you can interact with, like the motorbike, which is a cool new form of transport, so you can hop on that Harley Davidson and roam the town, and laundry, which can basically be accessed if you have a washer or dryer in your lot. So whenever your sims go for a shower or go to bed, they leave clothes piles with them. I don't really have anything against it, but it just seems pointless, the fact that you have a choice to do actual chores in a life simulation game. Like, what's next? The Sims 3 taxes or The Sims 3 bust for dust? Oh wait, no, that actually happened. Stay tuned for next episode where I review The Sims 4 life insurance. Oh man, what a lovely day outside. Oh, what the fuck? Oh shit. Oh, what are you doing to me? Oh my god, oh, so much hurt. Oh, I'm gonna pass out right now. Oh, what happened? Hi, you passed out. Someone beat the shit out of you. Here's your medical bill. What? Medical bill? I don't have insurance? Oh, fuck. There were also some new Creator Sim and clothing hairstyles, which I didn't find so interesting, because they mostly just revolved around the jobs that your sim can do. But there was this emo/Karen haircut, which I took full advantage of. There are also new traits for your sim, like Savvy Sculptor, eccentric, dramatic, eco-friendly, perceptive, and born salesman. These all really speak for themselves, and it probably gives some entertainment into the game, turning your Sims into insane people who fake passing out and hate driving cars. So, is this pack worth buying? Well, the price on Steam is $17.99, which is a pretty good price for what you get. And what you get is a bunch of new careers for your Sim to try and control them in. Then yes, I recommend buying this thing. So guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Hope you liked watching. As always, see you next time. Bye.